the world's most mysterious archaeological discoveries that scientists still cannot explain. Hello, and welcome to Ancient History. My friend, have you ever wondered what secrets might be hidden deep beneath the earth? Traces from thousands of years ago, mysterious structures or artifacts that no one can explain, all of them lie in silence, waiting for the day they are revealed. What's fascinating is that even when they are uncovered, many archaeological discoveries still leave scientists puzzled, as if they challenge everything humanity thought it knew. There are mass graves containing hundreds of skeletons, yet no one understands why they fell together. There are statues, tools, and even ancient civilizations that left behind evidence far beyond the technological capabilities of their time. Some ruins even suggest the presence of objects so extraordinary that even today with modern technology, we can only ask in astonishment, who created them? And how? What makes these discoveries so captivating is their mystery. They not only offer us a strange and unexpected glimpse into the past, but also force us to wonder, have certain stories been forgotten, or could there be civilizations that humanity has never known? Today, we will journey deep into some of the most mysterious archaeological discoveries ever found, and try for a moment to put yourself in the shoes of the scientists standing before undeniable evidence, yet unable to provide a reasonable explanation. Are you ready to step into this journey full of surprises? If you are, then let's begin with the first discovery. A 33,500-year-old dinosaur horn. In May 2012, in Dawson County, Montana, researchers unearthed a fossilized horn from a Triceratops, a species of herbivorous dinosaur that was among the most famous to have lived at the end of the Cretaceous period. But the shocking part wasn't the discovery of the horn itself. It was the results of the carbon-14 dating analysis. Instead of showing an age of tens of millions of years, the horn was dated to only about 33,500 years old. That means it appeared during a time when humans were already present, living in communities, tribes, and even forming early civilizations. If this information is accurate, could it mean there was once a point in history when humans and dinosaurs actually encountered each other, perhaps even coexisted on the same Earth? To help you understand, the carbon-14 dating method is widely trusted by archaeologists to determine the age of sites and artifacts up to 55,000 years old. Previously, no one ever thought to apply this technique to dinosaur bones, since the long-standing assumption has always been that dinosaurs went extinct around 65 million years ago. Yet, a group of unconventional scientists dared to ask, what if that assumption was wrong? And when they tested the Triceratops horn, the result was beyond imagination, showing not millions of years, but only tens of thousands. It didn't stop there. When more fossil samples were tested, the results grew even more bewildering. Many dinosaur bones showed ages ranging between 23,000 and 39,000 years old. This suggests that these giants might have survived long after the Cretaceous extinction event, possibly living on into the era of early humans. Interestingly, aside from fossil evidence, there are traces in ancient art suggesting that humans may have actually seen these creatures with their own eyes. For example, in India, the Vitala Temple, built around 6,000 years ago, features carvings strikingly similar to the Stegosaurus, the famous plated dinosaur from the Cretaceous period. In Europe, the tapestry mural in the Church of de Blois depicts a creature nearly identical to the duck-billed dinosaur Spinorhinus. Even more astonishing is the collection of ancient figurines made by the Acambaro people in Mexico. Among the thousands of figurines excavated, countless ones resemble dinosaurs, from Brontosaurus and Stegosaurus to Triceratops. Some figurines even depict humans riding on the backs of dinosaurs or playing with their young. This raises a troubling question. If these were only products of imagination, then how could ancient people, who had no anatomical knowledge or reconstruction technology, have created such detailed and accurate depictions? What's even more remarkable is that beyond these figurines, archaeologists have discovered cave paintings across 4 continents, Asia, Europe, Africa, and the Americas, that clearly illustrate Triceratops and other dinosaurs. Strangely, the shapes and features of these creatures match almost perfectly with modern reconstructions using today's technology. Could this mean that ancient humans actually saw dinosaurs firsthand and recorded them in their art? If so, the long-accepted belief that dinosaurs completely went extinct 65 million years ago may need to be reconsidered. Some researchers have even boldly claimed that nearly 10 species of dinosaurs could have survived into human times. And perhaps they were the very origin of mythical creatures such as dragons and beasts found in legends across the world. When you think about this, doesn't it send chills down your spine? The 33,500-year-old Triceratops horn from Montana is just one fragment of a massive mystery. It opens up a flood of unanswered questions. Did dinosaurs really vanish tens of millions of years ago? Or did they persist well into the age of humans? Could the statues and ancient drawings found worldwide be evidence that people once lived alongside dinosaurs? And if so, does the history of Earth as we know it need to be rewritten? The mass grave of 380 skeletons. From the 1st century, the bloody battle between Rome and the Germanic tribes. In the wetlands of Enge, in the Illerup River Valley, scientists have uncovered a massive mass grave containing 380 skeletons dating back to the 1st century AD. Can you imagine it? Hundreds of people, of all ages, who fell together in a fierce battle. And what remains after nearly 2,000 years is the coldest evidence of history's brutality. When these skeletons were brought to light, what struck archaeologists first was the age and gender of the dead. Most of them were adult men, roughly 40 to 60 years old. But the most haunting part was the discovery of children's remains, some as young as 13 or 14 years old. Clearly, this battle did not only claim the lives of strong adult men, but also dragged in young teenagers who had barely reached maturity. The marks on the bones made the discovery even more tragic. Almost all bore heavy injuries, showing they had perished in violent combat. But that wasn't all. On many skeletons, researchers also found gnaw marks from wild animals such as dogs, foxes, and even wolves. This proved that after the battle, the bodies had been left exposed, never given a proper burial, and instead became food for scavengers. Dr. Mette Løvskjold of Aarhus University, who led the research team, believes not all of these men were professional warriors. Some evidence suggests they may have been ordinary villagers, hastily recruited to face an enemy army. Perhaps in a single moment, they picked up weapons to confront the invaders, and then remained forever on the battlefield. What makes this discovery even more significant is that archaeologists did not only find bones. A cache of artifacts linked to the battle was also uncovered. Iron weapons such as swords, knives, axes, and fragments of broken shields. Alongside them were ceramic vessels and animal bones, from dogs, pigs, and cattle. These finds reveal a clearer picture. This was not just a small skirmish, but a large-scale battle involving many groups of people of different classes and ages. The historical context makes the story even more dramatic. In the 1st century AD, the Roman Empire was expanding north into Europe. Brutal battles erupted between Rome and the Germanic tribes, not only over land, but over power and the survival of entire peoples. And it was likely in one of these clashes that 380 people fell, their remains lying in the waterlogged earth for nearly 2 millennia. What especially fascinates archaeologists is the way these remains were gathered. Not everyone was buried with care. Many skeletons seem to have been discarded hastily, collected all at once, and deposited in a single massive grave. Was this a way of clearing the battlefield? Or did it reflect some kind of ritual we still don't understand? Though there is no certain answer, this discovery is a window into the past, allowing us to see more clearly the violence of Rome's confrontations with the northern tribes. The mysterious pits in Russia's forests. Alien traces or natural phenomena. In the dense forests where sunlight barely touches the ground, people often believe that only trees, wild animals, and silence reign. Yet, since the late 1980s, a series of mysterious pits have been discovered across several regions of Russia. These are not ordinary sinkholes. They carry layers of strange details so baffling that even today, scientists cannot provide a satisfying explanation. The pits have been found scattered in 3 main areas: Ryazan and Kaluga in the west, and Krasnoyarsk in central Russia. The strangest part is that some appear to be hundreds of thousands of years old, while others emerge overnight. Imagine this. Yesterday, the path you walked was perfectly normal, but by morning, a massive vertical pit, so deep it looks as if drilled by a giant machine, suddenly yawns before you. Even more puzzling, these pits show no signs of dug-up soil or displaced rocks, nor any evidence of machinery that could have created them. One of the most famous pits, which once went viral on social media, lies in such a dense forest that no car, truck, or heavy equipment could possibly reach it. Yet there it is, deep, steep, and eerily flawless. The most shocking case was discovered in Kaluga by a cowherd named Pyotr Malinkin. While wandering a meadow, he stumbled upon a large pit about 20 feet in diameter and nearly 15 feet deep, with smooth walls and a pool of water at the bottom. What stunned Malinkin was that the day before, nothing unusual had been there. But overnight, the familiar ground had turned into a giant pit. Even his cattle seemed terrified, refusing to approach the area and avoiding it altogether. When researchers arrived, locals insisted the pit had formed in just one night. There were no signs of excavation or machinery, and its perfectly smooth walls looked as if they had been polished by modern technology. Fearing accidents, villagers later fenced the area off. Nearby, villagers also recalled another pit that appeared decades earlier. No matter how much earth and rock people dumped in, it never filled. Years later, when researchers returned, the pit had vanished, swallowed by thick vegetation. Close to it, there was also a strange stream, nicknamed the Angry Stream. The water in it would bubble whenever someone approached, and if people spoke nearby, the bubbling grew more intense. This story is tied to a local legend dating back to 1812, when Napoleon's army invaded the area and a church was said to have sunk underground. Some scientists suggest the Kaluga region's limestone foundation and underground water may have gradually eroded to form hidden caves. By this theory, certain structures, even the church, might have collapsed into them. But this explanation still falls short, as it doesn't account for the pit's unnaturally smooth, machine-like walls. As a result, other theories have emerged. Some believe these are natural phenomena, unusual variations of ground subsidence. Others suggest the possibility of secret underground activities conducted by an unknown group. But the most captivating theory is that of extraterrestrials. Could these pits be evidence of soil sampling conducted during alien experiments? Still, no theory has been proven with solid scientific evidence. The mysterious pits remain, standing as a challenge to human understanding, a reminder that Earth still hides countless secrets. So, in the end, are these pits the work of nature, the hand of man, or the traces of an alien civilization that once visited us? The answer may still lie hidden beneath Russia's shadowy forests. And you, what do you believe? Or do you think the truth could be even stranger than anything we can imagine? The Forgotten Maya Treasure, hidden for centuries, discovered inside a kitchen in Guatemala. Imagine an ordinary day when you're renovating your old family kitchen, and suddenly, the peeling plaster on the wall reveals a piece of humanity's grand past. You might think that sounds far-fetched, like something out of a science fiction movie. But no, it's exactly what happened to a family in Guatemala. While scraping away layers of plaster that had been there for hundreds of years, they had no idea they were uncovering an archaeological treasure, ancient drawings belonging to the legendary Maya civilization. What astonished everyone wasn't just the unexpected discovery, but the almost perfect condition of the paintings after centuries hidden inside the wall. The reason was surprisingly simple. The old plaster acted as a protective armor, shielding the artwork from the ravages of time, humidity, and even human interference. When researchers arrived, they couldn't hide their amazement. The Maya are famous for their unique art and symbolic system, but to find such paintings inside an ordinary kitchen was something truly extraordinary. This raised new questions. Was the house just a normal living space back then? Or could it once have been a site for religious rituals, maybe even a sacred space? For those who may not know, the Maya were one of the most brilliant civilizations in the Americas. From around 2600 BC to 900 AD, they created a magnificent world stretching across Mexico, Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador. Towering pyramids, grand ancient cities, and a sophisticated writing system all testify to their advanced development. Even more impressive, they possessed astronomical knowledge, mathematics, and a calendar so precise that it still amazes scholars today. That's why these paintings are more than just art. They are like precious puzzle pieces helping us better understand the Maya's spiritual life. On those walls might be depictions of gods, historical stories, or traces of rituals once performed in that very space. Think about it. If the paintings were indeed tied to religious practices, then inside that small kitchen, sacred ceremonies once took place, where the Maya prayed for good harvests, divine protection, or recorded their timeless legends. And when the plaster covered the walls, it was as if time itself decided to preserve those memories, keeping them safe until today. This explains why researchers couldn't take their eyes off the discovery. They knew every line and symbol held profound meaning, and perhaps these very drawings will unlock untold stories about a civilization that once rose to greatness before mysteriously declining. Spanish colonizers may have erased much of the Maya's legacy. Wars and centuries may have destroyed countless ruins, but clearly the civilization never vanished. It still lingers, hidden in the forests, in crumbling ruins, and now even within the walls of a humble kitchen. This discovery is a reminder: the past never truly disappears. It is always close by, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. And who knows? In other old houses, behind cracked plaster, there may still be time portals yet to be opened. So, what do you think? Were those kitchen paintings simply decoration, or were they part of sacred Maya rituals? Personally, I lean toward the ritual explanation. The egg-shaped stone, with a human face, carving that has puzzled scientists for 150 years. In 1872, near the picturesque Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire, a group of workers accidentally unearthed a strange object while digging a hole for a fence post. They had no idea that their discovery would spark one of archaeology's most enduring mysteries, debated by scientists for over a century. The object wasn't pottery or a simple tool, but an egg-shaped stone, tightly encased in clay. From the very first moment, it sparked intense curiosity. The first person to own the stone was Seneca A. Ladd, a local merchant and the employer of the workers. He quickly realized this was no ordinary rock. What made it remarkable was not only its smooth, jet-black oval shape, about 4 inches long, 2.5 inches thick, and weighing more than 1 pound, but also the strange carvings etched across its surface. These designs had never been seen on any other artifact found in America. Both ends of the stone had perfectly drilled holes, smooth as if made with modern tools. Covering its surface were baffling symbols: spirals, inverted arrows, the moon, a teepee, and even a remarkably detailed ear of corn with 17 kernels. Most striking of all was a human face, with a flat nose and lips carved in vivid expression. Just hearing about it already feels mysterious, doesn't it? Even stranger, the stone was made of sandstone or myelinite, types of rock not commonly found in New Hampshire. This raised more questions. Where did it come from, and who made it? Because of its puzzling nature, the artifact was soon nicknamed New England's Mystery Stone. The American Naturalist magazine even sought out Mr. Ladd to publish an article about this strange relic, describing it as a unique artifact of Native Americans. After Ladd's death in 1892, his daughter donated the stone to the New Hampshire Historical Society. But even there, it wasn't officially recognized as a Native American creation. Instead, it was displayed separately, like an object that didn't quite fit into any known category. Over time, countless theories emerged. Some suggested the stone was a ceremonial object, marking a treaty between tribes. Others speculated it might have originated from distant Celtic or Inuit cultures. A bolder theory proposed it was a thunderstone, a mysterious object that fell from the sky, tied to ancient beliefs about the god of thunder. And of course, there were those who believed the carvings were not of this world at all, that the stone might be of extraterrestrial origin, with its engraving serving as a code humanity has yet to decipher. Yet all these ideas remain speculation. Even after more than 150 years of study, there is no definitive answer. Its true age, its purpose, and the meaning of its symbols all remain shrouded in mystery. And perhaps it is precisely this uncertainty that has made the stone one of the most intriguing artifacts in American archaeological history. Today, the enigmatic egg-shaped stone is displayed at the New Hampshire Historical Society. It sits within a special mirrored case that reflects and magnifies every carved detail, allowing visitors to study its craftsmanship from every angle. Perhaps this stone is more than just an ancient artifact. Perhaps it is a gateway, opening up a flood of questions about a past we still do not fully understand. It forces us to wonder, do we truly know the full story of human civilization? Or are there still forgotten pieces waiting to be uncovered? And what if the answer doesn't lie on this earth at all? So, what do you think? Is the mysterious stone a relic of an ancient tribe, a tool from a lost civilization, or even proof of extraterrestrial contact? Share your thoughts in the comments below. My dear friends, the archaeological mysteries we've just explored together are only a small part of the vast treasure of history still buried beneath the layers of time. The deeper we search, the more we face questions without answers, fragments of the past that never seem to fit perfectly together. Perhaps history itself wants to keep a few secrets hidden, pushing us to stay curious and fueling our desire to uncover even more. So, what do you think? What could be the true explanation behind these mysteries? Take a moment to reflect and share your thoughts with us. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the Ancient History channel so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. For now, goodbye, and see you next time.